Dearly cherished child, the atmosphere surrounding you is in constant flux, often before you grasp the cause. It is as if the universe itself hesitates, anticipating an announcement you may not yet be prepared to comprehend. An unseen force has been quietly pursuing your fate, and tonight, that stillness finally shatters. Archangel Michael proclaims, "A shadow has emerged, an immensely powerful force that can warp spaces, manipulate individuals, and alter outcomes. This force has chosen you as its focal point, not due to weakness, but because your burgeoning strength has become a source of discomfort for them. Events have been set into motion, and their intent is misdirected. They mistakenly believe their actions are to your detriment, not realizing that these events are intended to elevate you instead." A jolt reverberates through the timeline of your life as Archangel Michael reveals that someone has been sent into your path carrying intentions that did not originate from within themselves but were implanted by an external influence. This individual is substantial, knowing, and fearful of the power you are cultivating. Their message, though not explicitly stated, is symbolic, a strike aimed at your spirit, your confidence, and your ascent. Yet, they fail to recognize that divine protection has already established a barrier between you and any forces meant to hinder your destined journey. Their assault is not a conclusion. It is the commencement of your awakening. A somber force has attempted to approach you with a directive inscribed in their mind, instructing them to dismantle your resolve, diminish your brilliance, and halt your ascension before it becomes irrepressible. However, upon the slightest interaction with your energy, a remarkable phenomenon transpires. Your aura resists. Your silent strength resonates louder than their schemes, causing the darkness seeking to envelop you to lose its coherence. Those behind this insidious plan presumed you would be shaken, believing that fear would consume you, that you would crumble under the weight of their targeting. Instead, a transformation begins. Your spirit rises silently, capturing the attention of even celestial forces. A veil of destiny starts to lift, revealing the clarity of truth. You were never destined for harm, you were meant to undergo trials that reveal and elevate your essence. Archangel Michael continues, "The force directed toward you loses its potency the moment it enters your sphere because your aura has been bolstered by an unseen force. They misinterpreted your silence as weakness, yet in reality, your silence serves as a shield that confounds every adversary attempting to infiltrate your life. Every maneuver they undertake becomes ensnared, and every intention they dispatch renounces upon them, mirroring their own shadows. A formidable presence now stands guard over you, not the one who attempted to harm you, but the one who is dedicated to safeguarding you." Archangel Michael asserts, "Your name resonates through the realm of guardians, and the consensus is unanimous. You are untouchable. You are progressing into a season where every incident intended to shatter you becomes a stepping stone on your path." The potent individual who unleashed that harmful energy remains unaware that they unwittingly ignited the transformation that will forever haunt them, not due to your pain but because you emerged stronger than they ever anticipated. My beloved child, while the night enveloping your path grows denser, it does not threaten you, rather, it unveils that which was concealed. This force sought to advance towards you, presuming you to be unguarded, yet the moment their intent made contact with your journey, your safeguarding energy surged powerfully, delivering a shockwave even they could perceive. Archangel Michael expresses, the influential figure who launched this attack anticipated your trembling, your fall, your collapse under pressure. Instead, your spirit surged like a tempest as soon as danger encroached upon you. Their stratagem was not simply thwarted, it was unmasked, unraveled thread by thread until their motives were laid bare in the unseen realms. A peculiar stillness now envelopes you, drawing every gaze towards your journey as something extraordinary unfolds. The figure who attempted to undermine you finds their own influence deteriorating in areas beyond their control. Their efforts to dim your glow have only caused your light to intensify, their attempts to halt your ascent have only amplified its resonance. They dispatched an agent to assault your spirit, yet the moment divine forces shielded you, the blow rebounded. Archangel Michael declares, even the shadows attempting to approach you are retreating, puzzled by the strength you never displayed but always possessed. A transformation is occurring in your surrounding landscape, one that magnetically draws every soul closer, albeit without their comprehension of why. Something significant is unfolding in your narrative, something perceptible to those around you, even if they cannot fully articulate it. You are entering a phase where destiny demands your focus, where each heartbeat steers you towards truth, and every breath draws you deeper into your innate power. The powerful figure orchestrating this plan aimed to disrupt your stability, yet destiny has flipped the script, positioning you in control without any effort on your part. A wave of revelation sweeps through your timeline as Archangel Michael notes, the individual sent to confront you has begun to waver. They perceive an energy surrounding you, a barrier, a light, an essence that transcends human dominion. Approaching you entails engaging with forces unyielding to worldly dictates. The powerful person's grasp weakens, their assurance falters as they sense a shift eluding their control. Their plans are slipping through their fingers like sand, and the more they struggle for control, the further the outcome shifts from their favor. A moment arises where the invisible realm leans in closely, conveying a clear message, "Stay with me till the end." A monumental turning point is unfolding in your narrative, a revelation so profound that each moment spent here draws you deeper into the truths they sought to conceal. Their attempts to halt your journey inadvertently ignited the universe's acceleration of your breakthrough. Their strike has fortified your shield, while their darkness heralds your pivotal moment. Destiny now readies itself to unveil the chapter of your story they desperately wished to keep hidden. My cherished child, the atmosphere surrounding your fate thickens as if the world recognizes a revelation is imminent. The powerful individual who attempted to direct detrimental energy towards you is beginning to acknowledge an unexpected reality: their influence cannot trespass your spiritual domain. Archangel Michael details how the energy they released has been so vigorously blocked that it has rebounded into their life, causing unexplainable disruptions and uncontrollable outcomes. They intended to shake your foundation, yet it is their own that has fractured, revealing the fragility of their power. A silence now pervades your path, not a silence born of fear, but one echoing the promise of triumph. Observers in your vicinity would take note: your steps have gained steadiness, your energy has intensified, and your destiny resonates louder than ever. The individual sent against you has now halted, perceiving a formidable presence around you that eclipses anything they have previously encountered. Archangel Michael informs us that they witnessed something immense behind you, a towering, radiant force that led them to question every directive received. They were led to believe you were isolated, yet upon approach, it became evident that you were anything but. A ripple of activity spreads through the spiritual realm as your narrative accelerates, aligning everything around you. The powerful figure orchestrating this plot begins to sense their control waning, their influence diminishing, their strategy crumbling, and their confidence eroding. They envisioned impacting your spirit, yet now they grapple with repercussions. What they directed outward has returned, bearing a weight they were unprepared for. The moment their intentions invaded your atmosphere, destiny recalibrated the rules in your favor. Archangel Michael shares, your protection has become so profoundly activated that even fate itself shifted to support your ascendance. A new energy coalesces around you, one that constricts your space and imbues every moment with greater significance. Observers, even from a distance, can sense this formidable presence. Your story isn't unraveling, it is transforming. Their efforts to diminish you have inadvertently forged a stark testament to your undeniable strength. Their attempts to instill fear have, instead, expanded your aura, intensified your presence, and sharpened your path. The powerful individual aiming to coerce your journey is now overwhelmed by your unstoppable momentum. A final wave of truth envelopes you. Archangel Michael states, you are stepping into the chapter where every hidden agenda, every hushed scheme, and every veiled intention shall be unveiled without your seeking. The universe is clearing your path with precision. What was intended to obstruct your progress has morphed into an announcement of your ascent. What was designed to halt you now propels you forward without delay. Something monumental is poised to materialize before you, and the forthcoming revelations will significantly alter your understanding of the individual who sought to resist your destiny. My beloved child, the world surrounding your fate pulses with energy, as if every unseen force is converging for the imminent twist that will shake your story. The powerful individual who attempted to cast harmful energy your way believed themselves invulnerable. However, their certainty is rapidly transforming into apprehension. Archangel Michael notes, the very shadow they sought to thrust upon you has turned, now confronting them instead. Their intent faltered upon entering your realm, for your spirit is not a battleground, it is a bastion they never recognized. A tempest of realization rages through the corridors of their existence as they grasp the enormity of what they have unleashed. They aim to disrupt your tranquility, but your divine protection surged with such intensity that it neutralized their influence mid-flight. The individual they presumed they controlled, tasked to execute their scheme, has now fully retreated, shaken by the potent presence enveloping you. Archangel Michael affirms they sensed a power exceeding their comprehension, an energy that warned them, not this one, not this soul, not this destiny. Consequently, they retreat, unable to advance any further into your path. Attention radiates through the universe like a heartbeat, drawing every gaze toward your journey, as your transformation becomes impossible to ignore. Individuals who previously overlooked you will feel inexplicably drawn to your energy. Opportunities that once seemed closed will begin to present themselves effortlessly. Gates that resisted you will swing open without you needing to touch them. Meanwhile, the powerful figure behind this sabotage is grappling with a disconcerting realization. Every action they undertake against you is being consumed by a force that stands guard over your existence. Their strategy is failing, their confidence is waning, their influence is dissipating. A profound shift reverberates through your timeline as Archangel Michael reveals that the universe is now rearranging circumstances, dialogues, and outcomes to guarantee your ascent unfolds without disturbance. The individual who once sought to hinder your journey is now experiencing a decline in connections, allies, and control over their own narrative. Their attempt to dictate your story has backfired, leading to their unraveling. What they projected as harmful intentions has turned into a burden that drags them down, while destiny propels you forward with immense power. A new illumination begins to surround your future, becoming brighter with every breath you take. Archangel Michael proclaims, "You are on the verge of entering the most pivotal phase of your life, where your strength will become apparent to those who previously doubted you. The universe is aligning in your favor. Your story is shifting. Your ascent is commencing. The forthcoming truth will unveil those who opposed you and explain why their plans crumbled at first contact with your destiny. My cherished child, the truth is beginning to vibrate through the atmosphere around you, charged with electricity, as if the universe is preparing to unveil the face behind the intentions that attempted to infiltrate your life. The influential figure who aimed to unleash negative energy towards you believed their identity would remain concealed within shadows and influence. But destiny is now stripping away the layers behind which they sought refuge. Archangel Michael assures us that their name is beginning to resonate in the spiritual realm, revealed by forces they did not anticipate. Their intentions have been documented, their motives are being revealed. The shroud of secrecy surrounding their identity is disintegrating. A wave of realization surges through your narrative as deeper truths emerge. The actions of this individual stem not from strength but from fear, fear of your growth, fear of your power, fear of the amazing person you are becoming. Archangel Michael explains that they observed your quiet rise and, instead of celebrating your transformation, felt threatened. They believed that if they could fragment your progress, they could regain control over their insecurities. However, the moment they attempted interference, the universe countered their scheme, transforming their fear into their undoing. A tense energy spreads through the realm as the repercussions of their actions begin to manifest. The person they sent towards you no longer operates under their authority. Instead, they are distancing themselves, disturbed by the energy surrounding your destiny. Archangel Michael states they sensed a powerful presence backing you, prompting their retreat, realizing your protection is rooted in forces beyond corruption or coercion. The influential person who initiated this disturbance now finds themselves isolated, witnessing their plans dissipate like smoke. A significant shift ripples through your timeline, marking a transformative moment that alters everything. Their efforts to undermine your spirit have stirred an indomitable force within you, a force they never wanted you to recognize. Your inner strength is mounting. Your intuition is sharpening. Your consciousness is expanding. You are starting to perceive events before they unfold, feel energies before they approach, and understand intentions before they are articulated. Archangel Michael affirms, this awakening is your shield, your guide, your elevation. You are entering a depth of strength they hoped you would never attain. A profound calm envelopes your destiny, signaling your entry into a phase where truth emerges distinctly. The identity of the one who attempted to disrupt your journey will not remain concealed for much longer. Their mask is slipping. Their motives are unraveling. Their influence is faltering. What they intended for harm is now illuminating their true nature. As you transition into the next chapter, the universe stands poised to reveal the moment where every hidden element aligns and clarifies their fearful response to your rise. My beloved child, the boundary between truth and revelation shrinks with each passing second. As if the universe is finally ready to unveil the heartbeat behind the scheme that aimed to obstruct you. The powerful individual who once operated in secrecy now faces exposure, trembling under the weight of their own intentions. Archangel Michael indicates their influence is fracturing from within, not through external attack, but due to their own actions manifesting into a storm they cannot evade. What they aim to direct at you is now encircling their own existence, producing pressure they never anticipated. A profound vibration resonates in the air, indicating destiny is shifting the focus onto them. They believe they could conceal themselves behind manipulation, credibility, and status. Now, however, their facade is cracking. Their mask is slipping with such intensity that those around them are starting to notice the abnormality. Archangel Michael observes that the universe is laying bare their motives to the very connections they once utilized for power. The more they strive to obscure their identity, the more evident their actions become. Their name is surfacing in discussions beyond their control. A wave of spiritual justice sweeps through your timeline, clarifying everything they attempted to distort. You are beginning to sense a shift in your own energy. It is clearer, lighter, and sharper, for the interference that once clung to your path has been thoroughly dismantled. Archangel Michael assures us that your protection is functioning in ways even you cannot perceive. Opportunities are reappearing. Peace is returning. Strength is re-emerging. It is as if the universe is realigning to place you back on the original course someone attempted to alter. You are not merely surviving, you are thriving. A weighty truth now envelopes the individual who sought to sabotage your trajectory. Their life is entering a phase of exposure from which they cannot escape, as destiny has decreed it is time for them to confront the consequences of their actions. Archangel Michael articulates that their intentions have triggered a chain reaction within the spiritual realm. And this reaction has now reached its climax. The individual who once felt invulnerable is now surrounded by repercussions they never envisioned. Their strategies are failing. Their influence is no longer protective. Their power is insufficient to shield the darkness behind which they once hid. A quiet but potent shift settles in the atmosphere, heralding the next revelation that will transform your understanding entirely. You are approaching the moment where all unanswered questions will be illuminated, where concealed actions will be exposed, and where hidden intentions will be unveiled effortlessly. The universe is preparing to reveal why they feared your advancement to such an extent, why they felt threatened, why they reacted, and why they sought to interfere with a destiny they could never alter. What lies ahead is not merely clarity, it is the transformation they desperately wished for you to never achieve. My beloved child, as you transition into this next phase, the atmosphere surrounding your destiny grows denser, richer, more charged, as if reality itself is preparing to unveil the truth that has loomed over your life like a storm poised to unleash its fury. The powerful individual who sought to disrupt your destiny now finds themselves entrenched in the consequences of their own actions, shaken as the ramifications close in. Archangel Michael explains that their influence has eroded in areas where they can no longer conceal themselves. The deeper truth underlying their actions begins to surface from the very depths they hoped would remain undiscovered. They never feared your presence but rather the potential you embody, a part of you growing too significant for them to overshadow. A shift reverberates through the unseen realm like a blazing ripple, illuminating both your past and future simultaneously. This is the moment of convergence, where the intentions they concealed behind polite facades, the jealousy hidden beneath false concern, and the insecurities masked in subtle manipulation are all unveiled. Archangel Michael emphasizes their deep-seated terror of what you symbolize: transformation, growth, power that requires no approval, and light that seeks no validation. They acted not out of your perceived weakness, but because your ascendance became too formidable for them to suppress. An extraordinary force begins to elevate your energy, preparing you for the next phase of your journey. You are entering an era where nothing remains concealed, where masks fall away unaided, and where truth articulates itself without prompting. Archangel Michael states, your intuition will now guide you with ease. You will instantly identify motives, recognize deception as it approaches, and sense shifts before they manifest in the physical realm. You are no longer merely walking, you are rising with divine precision. A final wave of realization envelopes your destiny, marking the close of this chapter and the commencement of something profoundly greater. The powerful individual who attempted to obstruct your path is now reaping the consequences of their actions, while you step into a season of breakthroughs that they are powerless to halt, delay, or disrupt. Archangel Michael announces that the universe is poised to unveil the most profound truth of all, the reason for their fear of you, the impulse behind their response, and their desperate attempts to intervene. What awaits is not just clarity, it is the transformation they prayed would never materialize. Your ascent posed a threat to the self-image they were fervently trying to safeguard. A profound truth begins to resonate within your being, illuminating the correlation between their fears and your destined path. Archangel Michael asserts, your energy has been evolving so swiftly that with each advance you made, something within them diminished. Your confidence unveiled their uncertainties. Your healing laid bare their vulnerabilities. Your strength unveiled their misconceptions. Their attempts to disrupt your journey stemmed not from animosity, but rather from a deep-seated fear of becoming irrelevant in a reality where your worth no longer required their validation. They discerned your impending breakthrough long before you did, triggering their inner shadows like an incessant alarm. A powerful serenity now begins to awaken within you. Not from fear of the unknown, but from a place of profound understanding. You are finally able to distinguish between who you once were and who you have evolved into. Archangel Michael remarks that you now inhabit a version of yourself that is impervious to manipulation, resistant to derailment, and incapable of being weakened. Your intuition has sharpened to such an extent that you can sense dishonesty before it manifests in words. You can detect ulterior motives before they encroach upon your realm. You have transitioned from mere reaction to serene observation, a vantage point your former self could never access. Every obstacle you have overcome has elevated you to this juncture. A final rush of destiny surges forward, signaling that the forthcoming revelation will not only unveil the truths they dreaded but will also illuminate the path you are beginning to embrace. Archangel Michael states, "You are entering a timeline where your power becomes indisputable, your clarity becomes unwavering, and your ascent remains uninterrupted." The formidable figure that once sought to overshadow your journey is being entirely removed from the equation, not by your hand, but by the universe that will not permit anything obstructing your purpose to persist. The truths that await you will clarify precisely why you were shielded, why their plans unraveled, and why your destiny is now irrevocable.